Kind of feel like I'm past due for a favorites video. Like, this is really late. I've had these favorites for a while and I've been wanting to show you them for a while. And so these are summer favorites definitely, but more so like things that I've been loving for the past few months. So spring, summer kind of things. And I have clothing, fashion, of course, and some body self-care. And then of course some media that I want to talk about and like home stuff. And you guys, I am so excited about my first favorite, Crocs. And what is our favorite phrase on this channel, you guys? Functional yet fashionable. And so I kind of feel like I've been in a pink mood. Should I show you my whole pink Croc collection? I think that would be fun. Starting off with, of course, the classic clog. These are in the shade Pink Tweed, and this is like literally the perfect shade of pink. I've been talking a lot about balance lately and bringing that balance to an outfit when you don't know what shoe to wear. I think going for a shoe that almost is unexpected in a way, like a flip-flop, a clog, something of this caliber. It balances your outfit, kind of anchors it down and brings that kind of casualness factor to it that I think sometimes it really needs. And not only that, Crocs are so comfortable, and these specifically are some of my favorite versions of clogs. And the cherry on top is that you can customize them with gibbets. So if you want to add some more personality into your outfit, I feel like gibbets are literally the perfect way to express yourself in that way, and I think it makes it 10 times more fun. As you can see here, my little collection that I have going.
The theme for today's outfits are pops of pink because, again, pink mood. Pink goes with pink, and I love Crocs with gibbets. I have not had gibbets in my Crocs in so long, but I feel like because they have so many options, you can really personalize it to whatever point you're at in life, whatever vibe you're into, whatever season it is. Like for the summer, they have beach shells, pearls, anything that you can think of, they have.
And then you guys look at these. The frosted clogs. They're the classic clogs, but these are in pink and they have this frosted top on them. They're a little bit transparent, not fully, so I think that they bring that cute little, again, jelly vibe to your outfit. But if you're a Croc girl, these are the way to go.
Of course, a mini dress look, and I really love these. I think even in like as it gets colder out, if you had like a funky patterned sock underneath it, it would be really cool. Otherwise, more pops of pink, of course, and I just love the way these look. These are also really lightweight too. Like the top part is a little bit thinner than the original Croc normal top part, and I love it. And then maybe a little beachier look, you know, beach bag, pink sunglasses, tie in the pink, of course.
And as most of you know, one of my favorite silhouettes of shoes, a Mary Jane, and Crocs has their own version of them, and I think they are so sweet. To me, they feel like an animated character, like an Animal Crossing. I think they're the perfect shade of pink too. They're in the shade Pink Milk. And again, so cute, but also very comfortable. They're that same classic Croc squish that you have on the footbed.
And then going full throttle here, I thought, let's go, you know, fun. So I put my most fun top with my most fun skirt with my most fun pair of Crocs. I love this. I also think as it gets cooler, colorful socks underneath it. That's what I'm thinking to transition them into the fall and winter. But overall, this shade of pink too is a little bit paler, but it's so pretty. These are so comfortable, by the way.
All Crocs are breathable as well, which makes them the perfect summer shoe. And of course, as Crocs is an OG, they have really perfected their durability factor. Their Croslite material is long lasting. I have Crocs that I've had for, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 actually years now, if I'm thinking about it, that have stood the test of time, and I love it because you can just literally wash them off whenever they get dirty. Like if you want to maybe garden in them and then they get dirty and then you have to rinse them off and then you want to wear them the rest of the day while you go out, speaking from experience, it's easy to do. So there you have my pink Croc collection, how I've been styling them a little bit lately. And while we're on shoes, why don't I talk about my other like clothing favorites? I feel like that could be fun. I actually have two accessories, two bags that I think are like my top tier favorites. If I could like pick two things to talk about, it would be these two bags. So you guys already watched me make this bag, right? I am so obsessed with it. I've been really loving it, and it's like the perfect size. It was so simple, so easy. If you are a new beginner sewist, I think that this would be a great project, and I think it's so fun. You can find a fun fabric, especially. I think it's so fun to have such like a statement piece in such a, it's like a very classic silhouette, but then with the pattern, it's kind of funky. So I just have my little two, obviously, Crybabies and Menchichi there, but I don't know if you can see in there, but it holds a lot of things. Like I have my big sunglasses holder, and it's not uncomfortable to wear either. Some lotion, which is also, I've already talked about this. I'm gonna try to like not do duplicates where I've already talked about my Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses, which I love still so much. I had to stop myself from putting them in, now I'm already doing it. So something that I actually love even more, dare I say, my very favorite purse that maybe, I don't know if it's my favorite that I've ever owned, just because of like the functionality of it. I don't know if I've showed you this on YouTube, but I've definitely showed it to you on Instagram. But this is the Ace Capture Large Shoulder Bag. And first of all, I just think it is so sleek and chic from the front and from the sides. But second of all, it has so many pockets, you guys. First of all, you can see how big it is. Pocket on this side, which I have, you know, Altoids in, and I keep my phone and wallet there. And then it also has a pocket on this side, which I just think Pockets on the outside of bags to me is everything, because especially when it's such a big bag, you don't have to like go through every single little thing in here, because I'm not one to have like a bag organizer. This is what this bag looks like right now. I have like vet paperwork, pink hair dye, a fecal sample, empty fecal sample, but then it also has a little, you know, pocket in there, actually a couple of pockets. It's also a really cute customizable bag, like when you have, you know, your little trinkets and things on there, but I love it. Okay, this is newer in my wardrobe, but it's been such a favorite. I've reworn it I've had it for about 2-3 weeks, and I've worn it every third day maybe since, and it is my Lazy Oaf Monchichi collab tank top. Like the most perfect tank top that I've owned in a long time. First of all, I would like to say that this cut, the way it cuts here and kind of cinches it, it's very fitted, but not like too fitted, and that's what I love about it. And it has like this boat neck style, which is something that I look for in my tank tops lately. They're both eating cake or something, or baking, and I love the scenery. And then the back has a bee on it, and I came across this randomly. I don't think I've owned anything from Lazy Oaf as much as I've been a Lazy Oaf admirer, but quality of this is great, and I just think it's the cutest. It's also like a really nice fabric for the summertime as well. So they're so cute, are they not? With their little pacifiers. All right, do you guys remember me thrifting this? I think it was maybe in my last thrift with me. This skirt. So this is also a newer favorite. The next few things are more long-term things. But this skirt I have also worn once a week since I've gotten it. It's like the cutest, flowiest, flounciest skirt ever. Not to mention how perfect this shade of like chartreuse is. Don't have anything like it. I wore this to a concert. I wear it, honestly, I can't wait to wear it like in the fall time with a sweater or just sweat shirts and boots. Can't believe I haven't owned this color. Like this color with pink, I've been into pink lately, and I think that actually would be kind of cute too. But more long-term favorite, I've had this top for, I think, a year or two now, and it's by Lucinda, and you guys have definitely seen it on me before. It's kind of like a pirate style top almost. I have coffee stains all over it. I just wore it over the weekend, but so ignore that. But it is the perfect long sleeve hot weather top. Some days, you know, you just want to throw something on. Also, I feel like it is so adaptable to whatever like vibe you want going on. You can kind of lean into like beachy pirate, which I do enjoy. And however, you can also like dress it up a lot, I feel like, and the sleeves on it, it's just so grand. So this has been like prime staple wardrobe piece for me this summer. Days that I don't want to wear a tank top, just as a cover up, whatever. I think it's so cute. And Lucinda has great pieces with great sizes, I believe size options, so I love them. Okay, I've mentioned previously how excited I have been to be able to work with Christy Dawn lately. And one of my selections has been this dress, and I have worn this dress. I literally don't want to take this dress off most days. I've always been like a summer mini dress kind of girl, but this summer, I don't know, something about wearing, it's Farm to Closet, which I didn't notice that it says that, honoring Mother Earth. There's something so whimsical. You know, I'm trying to add these little whimsical things into my everyday, and I do think instead of wearing something like pajamas, I'm trying to opt for a dress, which is actually comfier in ways, as long as you trick your brain to think as such. But gardening, going out to the grocery store in a dress like this, it's like, why? But that's the point. That's the whims factor. It's like, it doesn't have to be a reason, and it's very, very comfortable, and obviously the quality is amazing. So I love this. I think it's so sweet. I don't think I've put this in a favorites video because I don't think I've made one since I've had this, so I do want to include this into here, although I cannot wear it right now because it is way too warm. But I've showed you guys this before, my trench coat, my mint green, beautiful. It's by Via Spiga, and I have the size extra large, and it's literally perfect, and I cannot wait until it's cool enough to wear this again. I think for spring, this color was really pretty, but I'm picturing it for fall. Burgundies and maroons, I think, and browns. Oh my god, rich browns. I think this is going to be so cute for that, so I'm very excited to wear it when the heat is gone. But in general, this has been such a great purchase for me. I do have like an outdoorsy kind of favorite, and I'll stop talking about running after this. I got this bag, and I think it's great. Also, I've used it for like dog walks and walking in general on the trail, and I love this thing. Essentially, it's a backpack with, a water sipper. So a water backpack. What do you call this? Water straw backpack? But I don't only love it for the water factor. However, that is the most convenient part of it, function. it actually holds a lot. So it has like this little pocket in the back, and I put my keys and my phone, whatever I want in there. Or I'm sorry, my keys and my wallet. Then I put my phone here and it actually fits, which is something that I love about it. And it doesn't leak unless you like bend down to tie your shoes. Then it does leak. I learned that the hard way. I really like to have water on me. I don't know how people do it without like water bottles and things. I don't get it, but I love this. Okay, now for some self-care favorites, you guys. I have to talk about something and I have to open up with you, and you're not gonna judge me, right? Like, I'm sure if you're on TikTok, you have seen the overwhelming amount of mouth tape videos. Like, at least maybe it's just me because it really intrigued me from the get-go, okay? I saw people using mouth tape, and I had gotten a pack of like 10 one time, and I used it and I hated it. Could not sleep through the night with it. I stopped using it. I went months, whatever. And then I saw that they had a mouth tape with a hole in the middle, and that kind of changed everything for me, because I was like, I think that that's my issue, is because if I'm being real, I should be using mouth tape during the day. Sometimes when I make my sewing videos, you guys, I have to cut out me. Like, if there is the Godzilla of mouth breathers, it is me.
Keep your damn mouth shut.
Apparently, the girls selling this on the TikTok shop always say that you get better sleep with mouth tape, and that's why they recommend it. And after using it, I kind of agree. And so I am like halfway through this pack, and I've really loved it. It's 30, so I've used it for 15 nights now. And I stand by this. It's, again, the Sleep Secret Garden 30-day supply improved sleep. I've tried a lot of teeth whitening products. I've shared a lot of them with you guys that I love, and I still love the things of the past, but I'm always just looking to see if I can find anything better in case I can. And for my teeth whitening strips, I've always been just a normal Crest girl, but then I don't know what I was doing. I was like looking, I think, to buy Crest ones online, and then I was like, there are so many other ones that are so much more inexpensive. I want to just try and see. And I also have very sensitive teeth. I was not blessed with the best teeth, and so I'm always trying to like whiten them and also keep them like healthy. Whitening strips, safe and effective teeth whitening with natural coconut oil. I don't know anything like, I don't know if these are safe for you, whatever, but I have found such success with whitening my teeth with them. I think that they work so well. I think I've heard of this brand floating around the internet for the past few years. I'm not 100% sure. I am a micellar water makeup remover kind of girl. That's how I like to take my makeup off. And I also really hate like those circle round pads that I've always used just because they have them at the grocery store, and you put that on there. I found that I've always had to use so many of them, and I didn't love that. Even whenever I've gotten the big ones, I don't like it, and some of the textured ones that irritate my skin. Online, I saw this somewhere at like Macy's, some brand had something like this, and I was like, I wonder if anyone has a dupe for that. But they're essentially just like big cleansing pads, ultra soft cleansing pads, might I add, and they're really big, as you can see, and so I only use one of them to take off all of my makeup. I put my micellar water on here. This side is like a little bit textured, if you can see, and then the other side isn't, but it's like not really at all. It's almost like toilet paper, but like way softer. And so if you are also a micellar person to take your makeup off or clean your face, whatever it is, I think you should try these. I don't know. I've tried the reusable ones as well, which I do like those. These have been my favorite, and they come in a like a really big pack for a really inexpensive price. And again, I just use one of them. As a longtime Love Island fan, I've always wondered how they get their legs so shiny and smooth and moisturized looking. And one season, I don't know which season, if it was USA, UK, what, and one of the girls was in an interview and was asked like what they use on their legs because their legs look so good. And I think I've showed you this before, and maybe I've even told you that exact same story, but I've fallen in love with this again this summer because it really does make you look liquidy. I don't know how else to say that, and this is definitely not for everybody, but it's the Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion in the richest version of it, and it's for very dry, very flaky skin, which I do have like on my face and everything. But in the summer, if you are somebody who wants to look like you are like almost borderline sweaty, is that sweat, is that glow, like body wise, and you want your like legs to stay looking moisturized, this is it. It's almost a little bit oily, which I love, but it is not too sticky. I can wear it and I have no issues with it. It doesn't like rub off on a lot of things. So I had to shout this out. If you need a good moisturizer for summer. Kind of bouncing off of that, I've never thought I would be a L'Occitane oil, shower oil girl. For some reason, I love the idea of just being able to go, like, I try to keep my routine very easy, minimal, and accessible. Like, I like to be able to pick it up at Kroger kind of thing. And so I try to not let myself fall in love with products that are harder to get, or I have to order or go to the mall or whatever. That's stupid, I know. But this shower oil they sent over to me, and I've obviously, if you can see that, have used so much of it, and it is my favorite shower oil I've ever used. I actually notice a difference in my legs when I use this to shave. I don't know if you're meant to use it to shave, but I do. And it's cleansing and softening, which I definitely feel like is the case, and you don't have to use a lot. Like, I've used this for the past couple of months, and I still have some, and I shave my legs like every day. So I've been loving this. The smell is obviously divine. And when I posted it, oh my God, like, it's so almondy and sweet and kind of vanilla-y, which is beautiful, but in love with it. It's the almond oil. And then 2 beauty favorites. I'm going to do a makeup routine soon because I have really been loving my makeup routine lately. Sorry if you can hear somebody's mowing the lawn. Start us off, my very favorite blush right now. I wore this the other day and a lot of you guys were complimenting my skin, and I don't think it's my skin. I think it's like this blush and the sheen that it gives, but it's the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint Shine. I made sure to wear it today. It's the 62S. I think it's like mauve something, but the color of it, it's actually almost exactly like my sweater that I'm wearing right now, but it's so pretty. The formula of these, if you want like that glowy skin, it's so good and they last. Like, I put this on and I layer it a lot, don't get me wrong, but it does last. And then for my facial spray, people out there, the Milk Hydro Grip Set. I spray this before I do my makeup and I spray it after, or also when I need to refresh. And I've used it probably for like the last 4 months, and powder lately, but sometimes it feels too powdery. I add this on top and it makes it a lot more lightweight feeling. And in the summertime, you can't beat a face mist. It just feels so good and like refreshing. So now for media. Finished Ginny and Georgia, the newest season. Loved that. I love Ginny and Georgia. I also have previously mentioned the Buccaneers. You guys, I don't know what took me so long to start this, but I have saved a lot of fan edits on them prior to watching that because I watched the one guy was in a different movie. You guys already know my favorite show of all time is The Great. And so I'm always trying to find something with similar aesthetics and things like that, and Bridgerton obviously, but I love it. Apple TV does not market it. I never see it anywhere. And so if you need a push to watch it, I think it's really cute. I also saw the Lilo and Stitch movie. I don't have a very like expansive palette when I love the beautiful artsy films and things, but the ones I'm really drawn to is like Lilo and Stitch. It was so cute. If you saw it, let me know what you think. I saw a lot of discourse online of like people didn't like how it was transitioned into in real life. I thought they did a great job. As somebody who's like always been a Lilo and Stitch lover, I loved it. And then as for music, I'm not gonna go through my year-round things like Taylor Swift in the 1975. Those are like all year. But recently, the Call Me By Your Name album, the music for that, the soundtrack, whatever. That is like one of my all-time favorite soundtracks. I think it's so beautiful and so summery. Also Ryan Beatty's, it always reminds me of Ryan Beatty's Calico album. For some reason, they're totally different, but the feeling that they both give me is very similar. Obviously, Addison Rae's new album, I love so much, and if you haven't listened to it yet, I just think it's so fun and easy to listen to and makes you kind of spiritual. Also, are any of you guys Cat's Eye fans? Because I just found out about them. Jamie and I reacted to, on our podcast, their newest EP. I love a girl group, and if you also love a girl, I'm not like, I know Cat's Eye is like one of the biggest like things out there right now, so I'm so late to them, I feel like, but if you also are late to them, highly recommend their new EP. I think it's so fun. Game Boy is my favorite on it, and I just think it's like the most fun song ever. So let me know what you've been loving down below as well. I would love to hear, whether it's fashion, clothing, favorites, whatever. Any recommendations that you have at all, I would love to hear down below. And thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll talk to you next time.